The main photos are honey creeper. Starting from the right hand side, the little video clips are black-capped Pygmy-Tyrant, great green macaw, and chestnut-billed toucan, or black-billed toucan. This is my vlog about my trip to the Sarapiqui area of Costa Rica. I've got a blog about this, see the link in the description, and there's even like a book out I've got out and stuff, so if you want to find out more, it'll be easy. This is more about the video clips and stuff. So check out the wooded area. That's part of Braulio-Carrillo National Park, the giant forest. We're not there at the moment. We're nearer the river. This is a broad-billed Motmot, and I'm at Tirimbina, which is a small nature reserve, sort of community run. There's a relatively large section of forest which, if it wasn't next to Braulio-Carrillo National Park, would seem much larger, but by comparison it's quite small. There's still lots to see, including check out these amazing red roots. So we saw it a moment ago in the introductory screen. This is a black-capped Pygmy-Tyrant. I can't remember, it's about 2 centimeters long or something ridiculous. It's an incredibly tiny bird, which you can kind of see from how large the eyes are by comparison to the body. So then on an early morning walk at Tirimbina, oh not yet, hang on. So it's daytime and I decided to go to Dave and Dave's, which is a photography place. They make some quite bold claims in their advertising, but I would definitely agree that it's a place where there's some feeding going on and you can get close views of some of the birds. It's a little bit expensive. I want to get some photos for my book covers and stuff like that. And if you're into photography, wow, what a place to go. This is a white-necked Jacobin. This is a Rufous-tailed hummingbird. I would say this is by far my most commonly seen hummingbird in Costa Rica. It is a common bird and also very easy to identify from the brown on its back. And this is a blue-grey Tanager. And another common bird, as well as the blue-grey tanager and the Rufous-tailed hummingbird, the Great Kiskadee. Bright yellow, fairly easy to see, all over the country. So then, early morning walk at Tirimbina. I saw this great Tinamou. I've had to really play around with the lightness here of the image, which is why it's quite bad. I could see it quite clearly with my human eye, because obviously the human eye is quite good at coping with low light levels, but cameras can struggle. And then I saw a Keel-billed Toucan calling, which I'm introducing early so you can hear it. We're about to go to La Selva, which is, you can see there's a path from the Selva that goes into the forest, as shown on my map. This is a Great Currasow. Big debate, should you go to La Selva, should you go somewhere else? For me, the answer is always go to La Selva. This is a green and black poison dart frog. For me, always go to La Selva because it connects to the main forest area, and that forest extends so far. Can you guess what this is? It extends so far, which means it's home to lots of animals, including larger predators like big cats. That, by the way, was a sloth seen directly from below. And these are great green macaws. Yeah, La Selva I think is amazing. I've not found many spots in Costa Rica where you can go for kind of extended walks in the forest. They're often protected, often there aren't paths anyway, because they're so difficult to maintain. And if there are paths, often you're not allowed to go hiking on your own. So here we are. This is a little photo montage of one of my of a early morning trip I took deep into the forest. It's not an easy walk, but I think it's worth it now. Is this an ant trail? I thought it was an ant trail, but I thought it looked a bit odd, and then I looked closer and discovered it was actually a peccary trail, which you can see now because you can just about make out the footprints. And then I was aware of movement in the bushes. I'll be honest, my adrenaline went up and I was a bit nervous, and then I discovered that it was a peccary. The peccaries here were much more flighty Much more nervous than nearer the accommodation and the sort of research base. I guess because away from deeper into the forest there's more predators, and in fact I discovered a large an area with quite a lot of carnivore poo, which I'm guessing was probably like big cats. So I would understand why they were nervous. Secretly I was hoping to see a big cat, but I didn't see one on this trip. So this definitely is an ant trail, which I see all the time in Costa Rica, in the forest especially. And then nearer the accommodation block on the way back, sure enough, a peccary, and much easier to see, much more tame. So as I retraced my steps, I discovered the sloth which I'd seen earlier, but it had moved. And so you could actually see its legs, but it still wasn't doing much. If this was a video clip, it would basically look the same. And this is an ant colony in a tree, so made of mud. And then this is an ant colony in the ground. And a lot of the ants here are leaf cutter ants, and we're about to see photographic proof. There we go. A piece of leaf that was cut by an ant and is being carried. So definitely check out my blog if you're interested in going to Costa Rica. I strongly recommend La Selva. If you book it correctly, it's still relatively good value, even though you are paying a bit more than if you're staying somewhere like a hostel. And you can make optimal use of your time by staying for a certain number of days and all that, and making the right kind of booking. By the way, check out this concrete path. So that longer distance route I was describing, this is a Great Currasow by the way, and we're near the accommodation, so it's a bit tamer. That longer distance route I was describing, where I saw the carnivore poo and some of the other birds, that involved river crossings, some very muddy paths, but it's possible just to explore around near the accommodation and go, 2 or 3 kilometre at least circular route just on concrete paths, or at least very well maintained paths. And then to finish off, had dinner where I saw a gecko, and then on the way back saw lots of nightjars, including this one that was in my torchlight on the path and let me get quite close.